Right. Oop. Starting very soon. Here we go.
Jaden as somebody who he respects as a duelist. And then this asshole comes in and beats him with elemental heroes in a humiliating way. It wasn't even like, you know, how Jaden does it and gives it his all. No, Asher was just playing.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he goes on that losing streak, and then he plays in a single cage match, which, again, a cage match for Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. Like, okay, yeah, they've got the whole, like, shot collars and whatnot.
And he fought freaking Mike Tyson, who talked about
yeah, but so he wins the cage match, and suddenly now he's this uncaring asshole.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, hi.
Hi.
Remember that one, that hypnotist who that Tyler hired?
Yeah, I
yeah,
think so.
You know, that one guy's like, hey, scare these kids into thinking they're shadow game. Oh yeah, then he gets eaten alive by shadow monsters.
Yeah, he comes back as a Shadow Rider later on.
Yeah, kind of weird. It's weird that they needed him for that. Like, I mean, I guess maybe I worked for the Bob the Pharaoh. Where they had like a pharaoh who was won all his matches unfairly. I guess they got, you know, the pirate captain.
Still, I just love freaking what's his face is that teacher, the French teacher, who as soon as he sees Jess, he's like, it's Jaden with a southern accent. I'm like, that is the perfect description.
Yeah. Also, that tag duel with Bonaparte and Crowler versus Pegasus was so entertaining. The way Pegasus, oh, these two idiots! I better play against these guys.
Hi, Andrew. I guess we didn't say.
Well, I think you did for just a moment, but yeah, like, yeah. Hi. I'm just enjoying, like, I take it you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it hasn't been memed on anymore.
Apparently the dubs from all of the Zex one that also get pretty funny.
That is dumb, and I really think does get the GX level of comedy, yet it's still taking itself seriously. Like, people died! And the villain is, holy shit, psychotic! Like, we're getting the levels of, hey, Sartorius is not a maybe entertaining, but oh god, he is threatening.
Sartorius' design is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I want to do like what they did with the whole fortune telling thing. Then chill goes all maniacal. Yeah, you know, I think the dub enhances it.
There are some things that are handled a little bit better in the original. So, like with Yubel, in the original, Yubel was supposed to be Jaden's like lover from, like, basically, yeah, lover from another life, And now in the dub, it's just like, oh, she's just psychotic and wants to play with him.
Yeah, there was a lot more backstory that made a lot more sense. Though again, there's almost the whole, hey, we're reincarnation for a time, which I just called it. Like, hey, look, that's the first time that we met each other before we signed up here. Maybe
Yeah, but I mean, that was obviously a reference to the first series.
oh, obviously.
That though, just with that in a vacuum, that almost sounds like some frickin' Chun and Bio sort of thing.
Yeah.
Remember? Oh yeah, don't forget about Stumley. What with his love of grilled cheeses and koalas.
No, I
Full of hot stuff.
I prefer the replacements over Chumley.
Oh, obviously.
Jim, the good old Aussie. And like, they definitely got an Aussie to voice it because some of the slang that he uses is so spot on.
I also do like Adrian Gecko for just how snarky and deadpan he is. Like, he is just... Yeah, I know I'm in this dub, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Also, that scene where he takes off his shirt to fight Viper and Karate. That was weird. Oh god, that... Now you're making me want to go and rewatch. I mean, rewatch the Extra Brothers. Just put that on hold. When I'm talking about this, hey, what have you been up to, Andrew?
Oh, not much. Yeah, I figured for the game I would go back to see if I got anything on that tree. That I got all slathered up with honey.
Cool. So, apparently after 10 years, they're starting to make a new Warhammer Space Marine. Go for it. I thought Game Warhammer was doing everything wrong.
Though speaking
like
of,
I said, like, they can't all... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, though, speaking of things done right, there's the new frickin' Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming out next year, and... It looks like they're actually taking plots from the plot from the actual game.
Yeah. Like, as I was just gonna briefly say, it's like, you can't have companies do the wrong thing all the time. And like, as I said, I hinted at, and it was proven today, EA got Game of the Year.
With what?
It Takes Two.
Oh.
Okay. I guess technically it's one of EA's indie indie developers. So it's like it's backed by EA, but it is an indie.
In other words, EA got it, but big ass got it.
Yeah.
They were the sugar daddies of the operation.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's cool. Well, I've been playing through Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
I was talking to that about. I was talking about that today with my GM, and just the idea that they have, in all of the re-releases of Skyrim, they have never once actually patched any bugs.
I know, right?
and the anniversary edition is like, yeah, we're not gonna patch bugs, and we're just gonna take some popular mods and slap them on and sell them.
In defense, some of those mods do add a lot more story, dungeons, quests, and stuff like that. I'm not against it if they didn't call it Creation Club. Like, they called it mini DLC, or
Yeah.
they called it a different name. I don't think people would hate it as much, but I get it. Especially when they have to ask, like, oh, you buy this, then, oh, you 30 to get poop, it's in your inventory. Like, no story. I'm get that cool soul burst. I want some sort of quest or more reason why I get it.
What is
Looks like. Ooh, what?
thing saying jumping frames a bunch all of a sudden.
I haven't been noticing too much. Then again, oh my god, that took forever.
I'm uploading together, so yeah, I'm getting frame drops myself. That's not mine.
Are you fucking... I literally just tilted my control stick and I got put in another freaking random battle.
Oh my god, that was a pain in the ass. So, I'm doing, ooh, hell yes, I want to wind up Gaia. Yeah, I'm doing the Eden Promise Eternity with, Melina. I'm going through the stuff I have done with her. And, god, you remember, that's the big one where you gotta, stop, the memories being destroyed?
Yes.
The final fight of, yeah. We had to do it 3 times. We got pretty close to the end of the time, but no one listened to the tank, and we kept on wiping.
Yeah, during my time of playing that, the tank is one of the most important elements. That tank goes down, everyone else is gonna fall.
Well, it's not so much the tank going down, it's the fact that the tank usually is the one that knows the mechanics, so it's like, listen to what the tank says.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah, because the tank is the one that takes it. Yeah, so I'm guessing in matter of importance, tank healer, because you gotta keep it on the buffer, then DPS, right?
Well, yeah, there's that, but there's also, like, once you've got that figured out, there's also the thing of realizing, as Joe Cat put it, everyone is DPS.
Yeah.
I had this idea for a Murpho swashbuckler. I'm just trying to imagine, you know, like, fear me, for I am the great Blade Lord of the sea. Yeah, I'm coming over and getting it. I got the freaking bird. 5-foot movement. Technically, it could work as a swashbuckler.
That would not work at all, you character would die pretty quickly without that movement. Unless you're getting into movement, unless you're getting into combat in water every time.
Yeah, the only other
Yeah. Though, God, I just realized something, and this is something that you can do in 2E, since they've actually got wheelchairs as an actual equipment now, and they've got a whole range of them. You can now play a mermaid on land who frickin' goes into combat in a wheelchair.
You know, this feels like the end of Samurai Jack was
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, I need to freaking watch through that too.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what happens, though. I'm just saying.
Still.
Bren, you are saying that a thing is like a thing.
Yes.
You know, yeah, it's just like a pirate captain, and I don't know, Merfolk would be really useful. Just a sorcerer. Still got the charisma. Plus, you know, don't have to worry about going into the fray. Stay out of the fray. With magic. But that's just assuming I ever get a chance to play.
Yeah, this is the like. I mean, hey, you could always join this one if you know, if you pony up the $10.
A session?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I cannot afford $10 a week. I can't. There's no way I can justify that in my budget. I am. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Hey, you're not
And even
apologizing
like-
to me.
Even then, the time would be. I don't think the time would work for me.
Hmm.
It's fine.
You don't have to apologize to me.
No, I'm
It
telling it
doesn't
to
affect.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm telling it to myself so I don't have to freak out. Like I am right now. Say something
Right.
funny, make me feel better.
You know what I do like? I like the idle animation of Murkrow in this, doing that little dance.
Make a little love. Get down tonight.
He's got kind of a swagger.
Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does feel like a swag.
Oh, actually, while you're here, are you actually gonna do the contest?
Oh yeah, that is a thing. Why not?
So before, I'll also mention that house right behind you. That's where you get the. I think that's where you get the berry case. You got it's a Pokemon fan.
Oh yeah, I got the Poffin case during the last one.
Yeah.
Plus, we got cubes of berries. We got big, like, weird texturing options. What was it in, like, X and Y?
That was well, macaroons, which are not.
Yeah, that's the macaroons. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, those were the Gen 6 thing.
Yeah. And I think even Gen 7, or didn't they have like some kind of confectionery in 7 that you could feed?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, macaroons are one of those things where it's like they look nicer than they actually are, because it's like I'm not a big fan of coconut. So it's like they look like these nice, delectable sort of pastries, and then you bite into them, it's like texture of coconut.
I've never really noticed a coconut texture to them, though. Maybe that's like for me, it's kind of dependent on where I've gotten them. They'll taste nicer or better or whatever. Because I just think of them tasting like they got it soft, if if they're made good.
I might have had some pretty low quality ones that just have too much coconut or something in them.
Okay, let's enter a contest show.
So they'll ask if you want to do a practice one first, I believe.
Alright. Let's try coolness. Normal rank.
The general idea is it is just a rhythm game, except you can only use your move once. Also, have we lost your sound?
Have you?
Either that or I'm super delayed because you were talking and there was nothing. Like...
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing kind of got delayed for a bit there, so...
Yeah. So yeah, you can only use your move once, and it's ideal to try and chain it with others. But it's like, you know, sometimes if they're not doing it, you have to try and start the chain.
Oh, right, yeah, ball capsules, that's the thing. That I haven't done. Well, we'll see how I do.
Oh. No, say what you want about the anniversary edition, but we at least got the greatest update to Skyrim ever. Fishing.
I would
finally beat Skyrim and beat the cat.
I would say the greatest update release of Skyrim was the Skyrim for frickin' Amazon Echo devices or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yes, like that was a thing. That was like not a joke. It happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things that aren't a joke. What if the KFC console came out yet?
I don't know, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna win this solely on the fact that you didn't have a ball, like, stickers on your ball capsule, because they are worth a pretty, chunk of points.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'll have to do a second try and get that
Paid off by the capsule corporation. And then, you know, you see like Bulma in the audience looking nervous.
About halfway there, and or over halfway, and no one's used the move yet, have they? Yeah, looks like they have.
Yeah,
if you use it, it will, yeah, stop you from... Ah! I think that just put you in lead. It did.
Yay, I guess.
I think you might have won this because of that beef.
How appropriate. Nope.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely the ball capsule that let you down.
Yeah. Okay, let's try
Damn you.
messing around.
Damn you off the hair.
Ball capsules.
Ball.
You baba. Stickers.
Let's go now. My planet needs me.
Here and here. And, yeah, that should be pretty cool, I think.
And you can preview it. Yeah, they removed because you...
Oh, right, it is, yeah, I am, yeah. I'm good. Boop. And let's see what happens. Ah, okay, it's a little swish. So, If we pull there, and there, and there, and there.
Remember that time in GX where they were looking for this dual giant and there just so happens to be that one giant student? And they're like, yeah, there's no way it could be him. Remember that?
Yeah. That was
It
season
was like
1.
right around the time where Jaden dueled a guy obsessed with tennis and he made his deck around it.
Yeah, it's very deceptive the way, because it's like, even though you put it on the capsule, because of the way the Pokemon actually comes out, it doesn't quite line up in a pleasing way, at least for the camera.
Yeah.
You know, I almost just want to get capsules of letters just to write up profanity.
I don't see any letters in there, which has me thinking that is precisely something they wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like I wanted to give a Pokemon a Japanese name. I think it was like Fuku or something like that, and it was like, this is an inappropriate name. I'm like, I guess, but come on.
Come on, we want to do dirty names.
No, it wasn't that I wanted to do a dirty name. It was yeah, that's right. It was my my Piplup. I wanted to name it based on the pretty girl from Disgaea 4.
Yeah.
Fuka or Fuku?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one where they couldn't afford a proper Prinny costume, so they gave her a hat.
Yeah, so she basically used to be a delinquent student of a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, actually made her much better to use than regular Freddy.
Still, just the idea, it's like, we can't afford the extra pretty body to put your soul in, so I guess you get to keep your body, but here's a pretty hat.
Here's a hat. Yeah, which also goes to show just how fucked the economy is. Because reminder, pretties are basically slave labor.
They have to earn the money to get their freedom, yes. Yeah, what is it? They have to earn the money for their reincarnation?
Yeah, at least when they're in heaven, in the land of Celestia, in doing good deeds to build up, you know, like magic, powder, reincarnation. No, in the underworld, they have to literally bribe their way to reincarnation.
I actually recently, I think it was about 2 months ago, on Steam, they were selling the complete collection for like $20. So the only one that's not on there, I think, was 3.
Yeah, which really is 3 is a bit janky, but it was a pretty cool plot.
Yeah, so Disgaea PC 2, 5, and 4.
Yeah.
I plan to play through that once I got some time. That's out already? And I do have Disgaea 8. Is it A2? The one that's the sequel to Disgaea 1, but not. Yeah.
One where Laharo becomes a woman, because that is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, that is reincarnation. That's what I annoying voice of the job, yes, but goddamn, she definitely sounds like people will. But all I was thinking was, female Laharo But she's demanding people to worship her. Your little short shrimp, who clearly has a lot of power. Like, it was Scooby the Sky at point.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the inspirations for this new character of mine. Also, I think I've got a name for her. I'm gonna swing the name by you guys and see what you think. So the idea is she is a goblin tiefling witch, and I thought I would call her Evelyn. Why is she called Evelyn? Because she was never given a proper name. People would just call her Evil Goblin. So she misheard that as Evelyn.
That or oh, you must be Evelyn. Like, when they say, my name is Evelyn. Oh, right, you're Evelyn.
It works.
Like, no, I can dig this. That's also the name of a He-Man villain.
Yeah.
That was like, Star Wars.
Evelyn. Yeah.
Yeah. Evelyn.
Yeah, because I am definitely going to give her, even she's going to be neutral evil, but I'm definitely going full in with the whole, like, she's basically going to be a female Goblin Laharl.
Yes. Please do that. Please do that. Have an entire minion armada. Please make me laugh with that. And don't forget to hire Croup the cook. Yes, he's a drunkard, but he's a friendly drunkard.
So I'm trying to remember, where
Remember
is...
that time when we did that sweetmeat, and then he literally crit one of the pirates to death with a frying pan?
What are you looking for?
I was gonna like, where is the point where you can switch clothes?
That is the next city.
Billstone. Okay, yeah, I'ma go there then.
I'm a dick in schnoz.
Yeah, it's the city with the main Team Galactic headquarters. That looks all futuristic.
Everybody knows about it. There's nothing about.
I think I mostly remember that city as being the place that had the meteorites where you could change Deoxys form.
Yeah. And the fact that they actually have the headquarters that you can actually, as a visitor, just go in and like talk to receptionists and whatnot, just why? You'd think someone would be like, what do you guys actually do?
We commend evil.
It's like, our goals are beyond your understanding.
What does that even mean?
We're done. Hey Frank, we're about ready to send all these glitter bombs to every gym leader on the continent. Actually,
That's more of a Team Skull plan than a Team Galactic.
Or Team Yell. I could see Team Yell doing something like that.
Yeah, they're glitter bombs that when they open up, they bloody explode into like image of Marnie or something.
Yeah.
No. Team Skull is sending it to Yell because Team Skull thinks Yell is feeling their thunder. So they're having a gang war, but it's a comedic. Actually, that would be a hell of a crossover for sure. Right?
Yeah. Also, wasn't there like, okay, is it true that there was a recent thing in the anime where they basically confirmed that there is a multiverse?
I don't know. I haven't seen the anime in about a month and a half, so I've got about 6 or so episodes to catch up on.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe a bit more. It's like, I like to do that every now and then. It's like, since it is weekly, I'm like, okay, I'll let it build up a few episodes, that way I can do a mini binge. In fact, it's almost time for my yearly One Piece watch.
Just give yourself something to binge on.
Yeah. I'll probably start One Piece. The next 60 or so episodes of One Piece that I've got after this season of GX. And it's a big monumental thing because, you know, 1,000 episodes. They just hit that mark the other week.
It's like, man, there's some live-action TV shows that don't get to 1,000 episodes. That's nuts.
Yep. In fact, I think they also did there was a recent movie that was made that was basically a HD remake of the original, like, few episodes. The start of the journey.
Yeah, we keep getting live action crap. Respect the shit out of it.
Again, the One Piece one, I think, given that Oda himself is actually the one that is leading it, he himself said that he would not allow a live-action version of his show until he was satisfied with it. So he's going to be hands-on with it, which that says a lot.
I mean, I would still be cautious, but yeah, that is nice that they got, like, the original dude saying, like, yeah, no. What I say goes.
And unfortunately, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, the moment I heard Cowboy Bebop and Netflix, I knew that was shit. Yeah, I heard they wanted to try to get, like, Guardians of the Galaxy, but they couldn't get it, so... It's like, oh, let's get some other, like, space western thing and just sort of bastardize it to whatever we want. They went with Cowboy Bebop.
Let's see. The director for Alice in Borderland is Shinsuke Sato. What else has he done? Ah! He did Kingdom, which is apparently right now I'm thinking of different Kingdom. Okay, so Shinsuke Sato seems to be one of those directors that actually makes live-action anime good. He's done like the good live-action Death Notes. Yeah. I think that if it goes to show, it really is kind of the director that.
Well, that and the fact that that's just you know, a Western style of Japanese property.
I mean, sometimes that can work.
Like, it's almost a kind of a thing where you kind of... You sort of gotta know your audience sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, like, there's a few issues sometimes where it's like... I think I remember hearing it got put that part of the issue with the Cowboy Bebop adaptation is it felt like they just looked at Cowboy Bebop and tried to just adapt it instead of trying to consider, like, the themes, what it was going on, where the inspiration for that came from.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing of, like... I feel like some of the issues that there can be either they try too much to either not go hard enough into making a unique interpretation, or it feels like they are slavishly trying to follow what they think the original property is supposed to be like, but they don't really understand like what the underlying soul of it is about.
Yeah.
Or a third thing, they wanted a property that means that they could inject whatever their ideology they wanted into it and spread it out because that's the only way they can do it. Parasiting.
I mean, here's the thing. I think you are being a little bit too harsh on Netflix, considering that they do make some really good originals, like bloody Queen's Gambit. That, from what I've seen the first half of that, and I'm like, okay, it's.
Yeah, in my opinion. But I'm sorry, I've been burnt. Also, the fact that they use it once in a year, like, yeah, this is totally a good thing. Like, I think what they're
Well, you gotta remember, Netflix, you're greenlit.
Yeah.
oh, God, I just really, like, okay, RG saying the problem is that, oh God, no.
I mean, that's basically the same as, like, isn't there a TV show in America that's already about that? Like, there's that famous freaking, like, Southern Belle little girl that is...
Here comes Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, God, just the name, just...
Started doing, that was like TLC, and then crashed and burned.
I mean, it's kind of the unfortunate kind of consequence of what happened when cable channels that were once able to fill out a specialized niche and make something interesting for their audiences succumb to the idea of trying to appeal to a wide demographic and thus kind of sacrificing what was interesting about them in the first place.
And it's like something I saw recently where it's like, people believe that, like, the only thing that's going to actually keep TV alive as the streaming service and that become more and more, mainstream, in a way, it's going to be stuff that you don't get on live, on streaming service. So, basically, reality TV.
Reality TV.
And I mean, the thing is, like, all those things can be on streaming. They're just not common.
It's just, they're not, yeah.
Yeah. Radio plays. TV killed the radio. Streaming killed TV.
I think the biggest problem with streaming and why it's not going to kill TV is because they're already starting to fuck it over with too many goddamn streaming services.
Yeah, it's like it's nice that there could be competition, but when everyone has their own bespoke service, it's like no, like there's a thing of like when CBS started up their thing, and like, oh yeah, this is where you could see the new Star Trek, and I'm like, yes, nice, sure, but I already have like I've got basically 3, like even a little bit more at this moment, but like. You could only have so many streaming service subscriptions going, even if they're quite cheap. There just has to be a point where it's like, no, this is it.
You wanna know how bad that new Star Trek was?
Bren, I'm just gonna say this, Bren! I want to be able to watch that and inform my own opinion of it on my own terms. I've already heard a few things, and I don't want to hear more.
recognize like parasites. Yes, it hurts.
Yeah, buddy. See, now, on a slightly different thing, I think Crunchyroll does it right. The fact that you don't have to subscribe to Crunchyroll to watch all their content.
But man, it's nice to get rid of those stupid ads.
Yeah, and that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually I think there's a GoFundMe or something like that. That's I can't remember the exact name of it, but it is essentially a GoFundMe that is going directly to a bunch of animators and whatnot, and it's basically like. Yes.
And even though they put all that money in High Garden Spine, they still have to use freaking.
You know, I would say this.
Right?
I would say this: if it came to High Guardian Spice and they wanted to like do a thing about that, like if that company, if the people in that company wanted to make like their own thing, that should have been like a Kickstarter or some other crowdfunding type thing.
Oh, definitely. It's not even anime. They claim like, oh, it's original anime. All right, well, now we're gonna compare it to all the good anime.
And,
Hey, why are you not saying it? Don't have to do it right.
like, I think for me, it's also part of an issue of like, I'm part of the group of people who is like, it's not an anime unless it was produced in Japan primarily for Japanese audiences. Like, and I know there's like a whole bunch of other fringe cases where it's like, oh, but this one had a season that was made especially for America, or blah, blah, blah. The point is, it's like, primarily, I think of anime as a Japanese product. And that's again, like, I get that there's fringe things to that, but like my point is, it's like anime is primarily made in Japan for Japan, and it's like I feel so reminded of when like in the 2000s there's that big boom of like quote unquote original English manga, and there's other things like that where it's like I have no problem with people taking on like manga and anime as an influence and using some of that visual style and stuff to it, but it's like you just have fun with it being a comic and or a cartoon or whatever. It's like it's still good, it's still legit. Like, just it's like saying, oh yes, I made this painting, it's a Dutch Impressionist painting, but you're not Dutch. Fuck you, you can't tell me what I can't do. It's like, you're not fucking Dutch. Like, it's
Just the problem is that when you say you're an original anime, you say anime, you're gonna be really compared to all other anime.
yeah, because it's like
Boy, that show.
because there's things where like when it comes to like things that kind of work for that, like I would still not say they're anime, but they work. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of those ones that gets held up as, yeah, it's not anime, but it basically fits so well into some of those tropes, the visuals, and overlaps with the anime audience quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how you do an American anime.
Actually, I think, okay, technically American, but I believe at least, I think it was, actually no, I think it was only in Korra that they got a Korean team to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, that's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, sure, there's that thing of, oh yeah, it was animated overseas, but that's like always the case.
Yeah.
It's like, you would not say The Simpsons is a Korean cartoon. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
God, High Guardians. That show! I spent so many years on it, and it just... I don't think he did anything right.
It's like, as so many people have said, it's basically it's like, it is the inferior version of Our House.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's what happens when you... It's the inferior version of the Owl House mixed with Harry Potter.
I mean...
That is kind of what Owl House is a little bit. Because there's the whole magic school thing.
Actually, yeah, good point. I mean, even the Owl House was taking shots at Harry Potter.
The truth he had.
Yeah, actually won. Actually, no, I grabbed these and that's it. So that means we win.
Yeah.
What was the point of all that? That felt so good to hear a rant on that. Oh no, the choosing hat has escaped!
Yeah.
Well, I feel there's one good thing about Hydrated Attorney. One of the showrunners, there's one then dead. So, yeah. I guess bad things probably happen to bad people. Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Let's go for something else
Yeah.
for conversation, please.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Bren, this has been repeated several times. Just something other than High Guardian Spice, please. Let's just let it die.
Now, talking about YouTube, did you guys see that that stuff that I posted? That I think it's Emmy, or whatever his name was, the guy that does the stop motion stuff with frickin' like nandroids.
I'm not sure.
Stop motion. I like some of that stop motion cooking.
I think I've heard the name rings a bell.
I linked some of his videos the other day because he did like a Kirby one. I think he was most known because he kind of started with doing like Ryu beating up a can of Red Bull as like the training mini game.
No, that's just me from that robot chicken fighting Hey, Kenny here, I don't think Ehon is coming out for Ehon. You're not fighting Ehon, you're fighting a Honda. I'm fighting a car. Yeah. I don't know why, that always gets me.
This girl has had nothing but the divs.
Yes, I also linked a comic about this the other day, and I said I said I am in this because I was the one that's like, I have a very well balanced team, and she's like, I got nothing but bidoofs.
God. Oh, that was actually referencing a thing. Oh my god.
Yeah. And I like what she says. I'm just like, I see, city folk have fancy Pokemon too, and I'm just like, not that fancy. I mean, yeah, Curly is.
I'm just remembering that release the giant one-eyed dwarf. Basically a normal size Cyclops.
What? I don't. Looking at that, like just before you go into the fight, there's that one couple that are running around in circles. I can't remember what the story is about them. It's like, why is he chasing her?
We'll have to see.
Oh yeah, what was your first Pokemon in this area? I missed that.
Fuck you, you know what the first Pokemon in this area was.
Right, yeah, because this is still the same area, never mind.
Honestly, I don't remember because nothing's tired.
It was a Staravia.
Oh yeah. In other words, tonight's dinner.
I remember it especially because you're like, huh, you know, there's a chance you could run into a bird here. And oh look, the first one is a Staravia. I never did catch one.
Yeah, that's it, you got missed chance. Oh no.
You know, if you like the LS, maybe maybe I don't know. You want to kill time, but I guess you got other shows to watch. So.
Yeah, right now we're watching through I forget the exact name, but Dragon Goes House Hunting.
Yeah.
It is fun. Like
Yeah.
it's got a little bit more referential humor than is kind of comfortable, but it's still fun.
Yeah, and I like, despite the fact that I don't like the design of the dragon, good old Letty, the humor has won me over.
Yeah.
At least the non-reference, the humor that isn't just reference.
It actually did get me first time laughing. On me up that one. And of course, brothers. The Mighty Monarch!
Okay,
Man, there are some.
God,
Ooh. Yeah.
I love them.
yeah, so it is a couple. Oh god, they're disgusting.
How disgusting are they?
You'll see in a moment.
Oh, he still haven't. What? I don't get my job in a bedtime.
Like
I
just
think
just
the
the
way
pose they came in on, like it's that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just so frickin' in love with each other. It's gross.
Lovey-dovey, I want you. So lovey-dovey, you just want a red rover in between them. Red rover, get the fuck over.
I guess.
God. That just makes me think of one thing I absolutely hate when you go shopping, like grocery shopping and whatnot. When you have people that stand in the middle of the aisle talking.
Yes!
The aisle is not for talking!
Like, that was something I really hated, especially when the pandemic started, is you'd still have people, people still gather in the aisle and talk, and it's like, get the fucking cereal, socialize outside of here!
And I just, I just have that urge to just, snap and just run them over with my car. I don't think any girl would.
I don't know, they'd get a jury of Karens.
Oh god, that's horrible. Oh, Arnold. Why would you give me such unfair fuel? What did I do to you? What did I do wrong to you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna have to remind Andrew that yes, it is showtime. The show is about to be over. Wrap it up, boy.
You telling me what to do?
Wait. Well, then again, it's hard to think straight when you have a freaking mind. Oh,
Please don't take it. Yes! Yes! Finally! Oh, it took me like 8 tries. But I finally got the one drop from a dungeon I wanted.
what it was, man?
It's just a fashion item.
Which is anyone who knows anything, fashion is the true endgame.
Yes. But it's like, there's only 2 chests in the entire dungeon it will drop, and I've been running this dungeon pretty much non-stop since last night.
Yeah.
Finally. Now I can go give Lena a new cute dress. And that's my
Whoever has the feeling that you might have a problem.
problem. Melina has a problem.
No. Sometimes this is like one of those situations where I have to step back and be like, hey, do they have a problem?
Bren? I guess you've never really played games like this, but as Andrew said, fashion is the end game.
I know. It's just...
Yeah, I am reminded of when I did the tower raid for ARR, because I was specifically trying to get the stuff to drop for the frickin' the Scylla outfit.
Yeah. And what? Also the 500,000 MGP for the Angel Wings?
Mm-hmm. And I need more MGP for other things.
Yeah, the best way to get MGP, I find, is during those like Mog Term events. Because you can trade those in for MGP tickets.
Yeah. I might have to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not going to be one of them until the next big patch.
Anyway, I'm feeling pretty tired, so
Yeah.
I'm tapped out.
And this is where things end tonight, so...
Sorry for being a bit negative. I should be, but yeah.
Yeah. Life moves on. Yeah.
Indeed.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.